Welcome to the channel, everyone. Well, if you've been following along with my videos, just took the cab bed off this 1980 Chevy Silverado frame. So now I gotta pretty much strip this thing down. I gotta do brake lines, get the brake lines out. I got wiring for the rear, it's got to come out. Shifter linkage, motor mounts. Probably take the sway bar out now. Oh, I'm not sure I'm going to pull that transmission and transfer case out, but I might eventually do that. I got it down this far. I got body mounts. They got to come off here. These aren't even body mounts. I don't know what this is. They're solid. It looks like a 3-inch lift kit is what that looks like. That is not the right body mount for this truck. Shock's got to come off. We got a custom cross member here. Needs to be, I don't know, I don't like it, but I know why they did it. These frames aren't the strongest, and then you can see what they've done to this. This cross member here is really bad. I'll probably have to cut these rivets, get it out, either replace it or straighten it, because I'm not going to leave that under there. There's the wiring that goes all the way through, plugs into the fuse box. Brake lines, I'm going to pull these axles apart, put some new seals and stuff in it. There are miscellaneous bolts still sitting in here. Got to come out. The fuel gauge that's not hooked to anything. I think it's cut off down there. So yeah, a bunch of disassembly, boring stuff. I'm not even going to do a time lapse thing. I'm just going to take all this out and bring you back when I got a clean frame. So some more information on this drivetrain. That's a Dana 44. Right there, there's a 44 on it. So this is a Dana 44 front axle. The transmission, turbo 350, except for I don't understand what this electronic plug is. A turbo 350 is not electronic, so I don't know what that is. If someone knows what that is, let me know. I unplugged it. It went into the harness. It looks like too new of a plug for 1980, but maybe not. So turbo 350, 205. This is a 205 transfer case. I was a little stumped at first. I mean, it looked like the 205 that I have in the 70. It's got the slip yoke instead of the other one. The 70 has a yoke, solid yoke on it. And it says made in Canada. There's a tag. It said made in Canada, which really messed me up because I thought all the 205s were made in New York or something. So I don't really understand that. But it is a 205 cast iron gear driven transfer case. And it's got the silicone marks on it, so somebody's been in it at some point. And then the rear GM 12 bolt with the posi, supposedly. We'll see when I open it up. But probably not going to do anything with the drivetrain but clean it up. The transmission looks like it was rebuilt who knows when. Hopefully it works. I'm just going to bolt my engine to it and Cross my fingers. Same with the 205. I never drove this thing, so I don't really know. But I guess we'll find out. You'll find out when I find out. Okay, so I think I got everything stripped off this frame. Got the sway bar, motor mounts. They had to come out because the lines went behind it right there. I didn't have to take this side off, but I'm cleaning it up and painting it, so I figured might as well just take everything off. So that's what I've done. And you can see all the lines are off this thing. They're laying underneath. Probably going to keep them so I can maybe use them as a pattern. I'm not going to have as many lines as they have here. I'm not going to run no vent lines up there. So I'm not going to have as many lines going in the frame there, but I'm going to have a few. This deal right here in the frame is actually cracked. That dent that I showed earlier, it's cracked, so I'm gonna have to find the end of the crack here. I'll drill a hole, and then I'll bend this back. Probably grind a V notch in here, weld it all up. I don't see that being a problem. I don't know what happened there. Looks like it took a pretty good hit or something coming down, so I don't really know. Probably I'm going to clean the frame up, degrease it and everything. I'll probably do the transmission transfer case at the same time. Then once they're cleaned up, I'll probably remove them to paint the frame. Got the rear axle here stripped down. Brake lines are gone. That's a GM 12 bolt. Supposedly it's got a posi from the factory. I mean, the leaf spring bushings look like they're original. They're completely shot. Shocks are out of it. Pulled this cross member out. Just cut the rivets. Actually, I do an X in the rivet, and then I take either a hammer and chisel or a air chisel, pop them out. So this thing, I don't know if I can save this or not because it's pretty bad. I've left this one in here for now just so the frame don't go moving on me. I don't really like this. I mean, this is a heavy duty piece of steel, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll leave it or not. I got some fixing to do here. They've got this frame a little messed up. Shocks are gone, like I said. Found the serial number on the frame here, and it has the same last digits as the title and the cab and everything. So this is the original frame this thing was born with. I think this bracket here is bent. I think that's supposed to be down, kind of like this one here. But yeah, this is the frame it was born with. Oh yeah, there was a fuel tank. The fuel tank was over here. I took that out actually when I was working on when I had it lifted up. It started leaking on me. And it was horrible smell, like black liquid coming out of it. So I took it off before I took the body and everything off. But I guess, I mean, that's pretty much it. Looks like, I mean, all the bushings and the leaf springs are shot. Bushings on the sway bar, I mean, they weren't doing nothing. I mean, they're just shot. So the sway bar wasn't even... The ball joints feel tight, but if I take them apart, I'll probably do ball joints too. Steering actually feels tight too, but they've got this bent. They ruined the steering stabilizer. It feels all right, but they got it smashed. It looks like, I think at the junkyard or wherever it was at, someone tried to pick the truck up with a forklift or something, and they caught the stabilizer and the bar and messed it all up. So, I mean, I could probably bend that back, but it's steering. There's a few things in a vehicle that you don't mess around with. That's steering and brakes, guys, because if those go bad, something goes bad, you can die. So you really want to be cautious when you're dealing with steering and brakes. But I guess, I mean, it's pretty much stripped down. I think every nut and bolt that can be took off is took off, besides the leaf springs. The exhaust, I got the exhaust off. It looks like it looks like a junkyard exhaust. Like they took all kinds of old systems and made something. It's got smashed marks in it there. That's all smashed up. That looks horrible. So probably just gonna do a whole new exhaust. I don't want to, but it is what it is, guys. So I guess that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I gotta clean up everything, catalog some of these parts, and then I'm gonna start degreasing the frame. So that's next time, I guess. Trying to get this frame ready for paint. I don't really know what I'm doing there, but I'll let you know. I'll see you guys.